Alright, what's good everybody and welcome back to another video. So we're gonna do obviously our daily analysis. So we're gonna start off first with US30. So what am I gonna be focusing on today with US30? So first of all, let me give you guys the bigger picture update, right? So obviously we're completely bullish with US30, right? We did break above these highs over here last week. So obviously for the bigger picture, I'm still waiting for price to give me a deeper pullback into the 38,800 to come and retest the zone over here. We're gonna have to see how price reacts at this zone. Obviously, if it does reject, maintain itself above, etc., then this is the zone where I'm going to be looking to continue the sell movement, right? But obviously, before we get there, we're going to see if we can continue the sells that happened on Friday, right? So I'm going to be focusing on this box today, right? I'm going to be looking at two key zones to continue the sell movement, right? We're going to have one key zone over here at 39,100, which is, as you guys can see, we have already seen some reaction from this point over here. Then the other key zone that I'm going to be looking at is at 39,140. So I'm going to give the first attempt a sell if price does give us a pullback again into zone, and we do see the same exact rejection that it did right over here, right? So we do see that price can come back into zone. We do see rejection. This is where I'm going to be looking for my first attempt sell. The second attempt sell, if this price doesn't hold, right, the second one is going to be at the 39,140, which is this resistance zone, right? This over here is going to be where pretty much we did see some aggressive sell last week. But this is the second attempt that I'm going to give, right? Obviously, we're going to have to see if price can reject the same exact way that it did over here. Obviously, we want to sell that price does remain itself under, right? If we start breaking above it, then it pretty much not be valid. We want to make sure that price is under the 39,140 zone. Now, what is that word that I want to say? Wow, completely forgot that word that I wanted to say. But let's say, okay, so let's say worst case, right, we don't pretty much get those pullback into these two zones over here, and price just simply comes back under the 39.20, right? The other third attempt sell that I'm going to give you is 30 is we do get a clean break retest under this 39.25, which is this zone of support, right? So obviously, if we do get those break and retest under here, then I'm looking to continue the sell movement back into a downside. We do have some potential targets, right? This can be the first target at the 38,950. If we break under this one, my full target is going to be at the 38,800, right? Again, once price comes into the zone, we do want to see how price reacts before we continue taking those buys. So that's going to be for the sales opportunity right now. Obviously, if price doesn't remain itself under the first zone, which is 39,100, and price just breaks above the 39,140, what is the next thing to do? Obviously, simply react and adapt, right? So we do break above it, right? We do want to see a H1 or an hourly candle maintain itself under the 39,140, right? Once we do get those, we obviously want to get those minor pullbacks to see if price can continue maintaining itself above. If we do maintain itself above, then I'm looking to take buys back into the 39,260, which will be my target for the buy movements. But mostly focus on the sells to this morning, right? So we're gonna have to see how price does react around this area. So we're gonna go into gold now. So it looks like gold is already loading up some buys. It looks like we already did get the first reaction around the 2030, which we did see a bounce place into the upside. Literally how I asked you guys last night if you guys thought that this was a valid inverted head and shoulder, right? We have the left shoulder, we have the head, the right shoulder. Simply just wait for the break and retest above the neckline. It looks like price already had the reaction, although I do think that price can still give us another pullback into the 2029 level or the 2027, right? So if we do get those pullback into these two levels over here that I mentioned, this two key zone, obviously our job is to wait to see how price reacts around this area. We do see reaction, we do see rejection from resistance, rejection from EMA, we do see a price remain itself above, gave us a bullish confirmation, right? Then obviously I will be looking for buys back into 2040, which is going to be this very nice area of resistance, right? 2040 is the level that I've been explaining to you guys the whole entire week. I believe it was the past 2 weeks that I've been explaining to you guys this 2040 zone, right? If price comes up into this area, what am I looking for sales, right? Literally I can show you guys right over here. 2040, you guys can see the first one was sent out on Tuesday. The last one was sent out as well pretty much the other week as well. I told you guys to keep an eye as well over here. Perfectly pulled back into 2040. We did see the reaction, right? We did see the rejection. Price did remain itself under this zone. Literally sell over here, and sell over here. Now, what's going to happen the fourth time? If we do get pulled back into 2040 and we do see the same exact thing that happened over here, then obviously I will continue looking for more sells back into a downside. If not, and price does remain itself above, obviously we're going to simply react and adapt, wait for the break and retest above the 2040, and then I'll be looking to get bias opportunity back into 2055, which most likely will be my target for the next couple of days with the buy movements. Another area that I'll be interested in taking sales will be under this H4 support, which is going to be under the 2016. So obviously we don't maintain itself above these zones over here that like I'm expecting, and price just simply breaks under inside this box over here, 2029, 2016. Most likely I won't be looking for any trade if it doesn't look clean. Obviously I will update you guys to see if I do see anything around this box over here, but for the bigger picture I'm just waiting to see how price reacts around these three key levels over here. So 2016, if we do break under, right, just simply wait for the break and retest above under this area of support. Make sure that those price remain itself under as a resistance, right? We're looking for sales. We can target back down into 25, which will be our first target. Our second target can be the 2000 zone, and then the third target for sales can be all the way back down over here, which will most likely be the 1989. So very simple, right? Hope you guys enjoyed with this quick breakdown video. Make sure you guys be very patient, wait to see how price reacts around these key levels. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.